this was an important garden that will respond to a really huge piece of research and ecology that is going on in the country right now, and that gardens are part of that whole process, so that we're designing a garden that is going to be absolutely beautiful and sensational and wonderful to explore in, wonderful for people just to get lost in, and it will have a real purpose. I think children, people will all learn from it.
My favorite aspect of the native plant garden is how it changes through the seasons. Starting in late March, early April, things just burst forth out of the ground. The woodland is so beautiful through the early spring, and then the wetland comes to life, followed by the meadow. It's just a wonderful way to really experience all of the seasons in 3 acres.
What I love about this new design is the fact that we are finally using this entire beautiful landscape to its best advantage. The 2 rocky ridges, the forest, the woodland areas, the big old trees, the native trees, and then to have the added extravagant feature at the center of this beautiful, tranquil, very serene water feature. So the landscape, I think, really comes out. The beauty of the New York Botanical Gardens really comes out.
The great thing about this garden is the existing tree canopy that we had to work with. So the native oaks and the tulip trees and the big birches up at the back, you know, that create that shade that are fantastic. For one thing, they're huge trees that probably predate the garden, so they're older than the garden is themselves. To me, that's a great thing, and the benefits of those trees are huge.
People think that if they want to have nice plants in their garden, they have to get something that is imported from someplace else. But actually, we just have a tremendous number of extremely beautiful plants that grow native in this area, and we should really be excited about those.
I hope people take away that native plants can be pretty and can be used in the home garden, and that there's really a plant-animal connection that happens when you get a big group of native plants together.
I think that if we can have people use these versus exotics, people will find that there'll be more animals in their gardens. And that's just part of the whole bigger process, that we need those insects and animals to pollinate and in order to keep that food web going.
Well, I hope on an emotional level people should take away with them beauty. The natural world is beautiful. It can enrich us. It can add to our lives. And then in more specific ways, learning some of the native plants that we have on display here. So when people drive along on the road, they might see something that they've actually seen here. They'll know that the milkweeds along the roadside are valuable plants, that they're nourishing the monarch butterflies and the swallowtail butterflies that everybody loves. And without the milkweeds, we wouldn't have the butterflies. So understanding those interactions, that web of life, the fact that everything is related and intermingled and dependent on one another, from the lowest, the smallest plant to insects, frogs, snakes, birds, all the other animals, and human beings, because we're just animals too, using the environment.